Hello party people and welcome back to Cooking with Chelsey. I am Chelsey and we're back here in my kitchen. Today we are going to make banana bread but with a little 80s twist with some really nice, naturally bright and beautiful cherries and some coconut, and we're going to call it South Seas bread. Yes, exciting, right? The 80s were an exciting time. If you're here now, you want to make the banana bread, you're going to have to go back first and make the master mix, okay? That's a key ingredient to a lot of the recipes that I'm going to start out with here on this channel, is having a master mix ready in the fridge, ready to go when you have the urge to make a banana bread or a South Seas bread, pancakes, biscuits, something like that, okay? So here I have my master mix that I took out of the fridge a little while ago. It's room temperature, it's butter, white flour, salt, and baking powder, okay? But again, go back to the first video, watch how to make it. I explain a little bit more there about what we're doing here and why we're here. But again, we're back. We're using the wonderful recipes of Cooking with Sense from these wonderful ladies from the 80s in Canada. We have some milk here, okay? Whatever kind of milk you want. If you're not eating dairy, if you're lactose intolerant, whatever, take some milk, add a little bit of vinegar, because what we're looking to do is kind of sour the milk. If you've got buttermilk, go for it. Okay, so we add the vinegar, give it a mix. We're just gonna let it sit there and kind of sour up, get a little chunky, makes the milk look gross, doesn't smell great. I use rice vinegar, white rice vinegar, because that's what I have at home. Any kind of vinegar will do. Hey, if it's a really strong vinegar, might add a little bit more flavor, but it's 5 milliliters of vinegar. It's not really gonna change anything, but it does help with the chemical reactions that will happen while we're baking. We're not gonna get into all that. This is simple. We're just baking because we like it, right? That's why we're here. Okay, so we have 2 eggs that are going to be part of the recipe. So we're going to lightly whisk up our eggs, mix those a bit. I haven't tried this with egg substitutes. Try it, let me know. Send me a message, let me know how it goes if you're avoiding eggs. I personally don't eat a lot of eggs. Here we go. So we've got 2 eggs and we're going to take a whisk and just whisk those up a bit. Okay. Here we go. Eggs are all whisked. Don't worry about that. Cleanup is later. You don't need to see that part. And here we have this banana for our banana bread. Looks gross, of course, but what I like to do, sometimes I buy too many bananas, they start to go brown, take the peels off, throw them in a container, freeze them. So this is 1 frozen banana and 1 fresh banana, as the recipe calls for 2 bananas. I've already pre-mushed them up a bit, okay? You can just use a fork, if you wanna use a blender, whatever you want. You just need nice, mixy, mushy bananas here, okay? And we've got the master mix, the coconut, the cherries, the sugar, the eggs. We've got everything, we're ready. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna throw the master mix in the big bowl. Okay. And, oh, we need baking soda. I did forget about that. I've got it here somewhere. Here we've got some baking soda, nice big bag. And we're gonna do, there we go, baking soda, done. See how easy it is. Don't worry too much, guys. We're here to have fun. Doesn't need to be serious. There's gonna be mistakes sometimes that happen in the kitchen. The important thing is just continue, have fun, see what happens. You can always try it again, okay? So in here we have master mix, we've got baking soda. We're gonna add the sugar. Just plain white sugar. If you want to use another kind of sugar, go for it. Here we go. Okay, again, I'm using what they have recommended in their recipes. Let me know if you tried a different way and how it turns out, or if you have any suggestions. Here we go. Got those all together. And then in here, we've got the eggs. We're gonna throw in the banana. Yummy, yummy. This. Okay, I like to clean out the containers really well. I hate to waste food. Wasting food equals wasting money, and that's not what we're trying to do, are we? Okay, so we got that in there. Mix that up a little bit. And then we're going to add the milk mixture. That's right, it's great. There we go. Mix that all up. Happy, happy. Okay, we're gonna just pour this right into the master mix. Mmm. Lovely pottery bowl made by my mother, by the way. She's very creative. And gonna give it a little mix by hand here. And then, because I have my mixer here, I'm gonna just use that for a minute. So here we are. We're all mixed in there. So if you want to just make the basic banana bread, now you could throw it into your pan. This pan's a little rough, a little dented on the outside. It's got a non-stick interior. It's still going to be fine. This one calls for a 9x5x3 or a 2-liter loaf pan. 2 liters? Yeah, sure. I think it's good enough. You don't want to go with a pan that's way bigger than the recommended size, or it's not going to cook properly, or way smaller, but this is close enough. Okay, I put a little bit of oil, greased it up a bit, just to be sure, and I'm going to throw in the cherries. Just going to cut these up here. I'm going to do big chunks. Calls for maraschino cherries. These are cherries in syrup. I'm just cutting them in half. You can cut them in smaller pieces if you want. I like big chunks of fruit in my South Seas banana bread. Feels like maybe South Seas should have pineapple, no? But these ladies are the experts from the 80s, and the 80s, they like their maraschino cherries. So we're gonna go with that. A few more cherries, making a mess, as usual. Wear whatever you feel comfortable in the kitchen. I get sick of ruining my regular clothes, so when I'm cooking, I wear my chef whites. It's also, I feel more confident, I feel more comfortable in the kitchen in my chef whites, so here we are. We have everything that we need for our South Seas banana bread. It's all mixed in, and it's quite a liquidy batter, but should be fine. I unfortunately don't live in a house right now that has a real oven, but I have this handy dandy toaster oven that I got partway through pandemic that just made my whole life. You have no idea how hard it was to live without an oven for so long, and I'm very happy I have it. It's not perfect, but it works for the things that we're making and the things that we need to make here. Pouring the batter into the pre-greased pan. Again, I'm really a stickler for cleaning out the bowls really well so that you get every last bit of all the goodness and you don't waste anything. So again, these recipes are about keeping budget friendly and not wasting food. You know, if you have things pre-prepared in your fridge, in your freezer ready to go, you're less likely to impulse buy, you're less likely to waste food because you know kind of what you have. You have a good idea of what you can make that you already have. Okay, just gonna give my hand a little rinse here. Very sticky. Okay, here we go. That's what that's for. Doesn't have to be perfect. We're not going for perfection. We're going for delicious. That's what we're doing here on this channel. Just confidence. It's going to be fine. Okay, so now we've got the oven and it is preheated to 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 180 degrees Celsius. It's going to take about 40 to 45 minutes. So, you know, pop on a show to watch or something else, relax a bit. But well, when you're actually doing it at home. But right now, just wait. We're gonna do a little time lapse. And as soon as it's ready, we're gonna take it out of the oven and we're gonna show you, and I'm gonna taste it and see what we think about this 80s South Seas banana bread. Okay, people, so we've had our South Seas bread, our banana bread with cherries and coconut in the oven for about 45 minutes now. A little bit longer because I'm working with a toaster oven. If you've got a proper oven, it's gonna be faster, but here we go. So I'm gonna not burn myself. We're gonna take it out. I have to admit that I kind of improvise a little bit on the times, but see, bounces back, it's good, it's done. I don't set exactly the time. I watch the cake, I test it, I make sure that it's done before we take it out. But look at that, nice, no? Pretty good, I'm happy with the look of it. Got good looking texture, so fingers crossed that this nonstick pan is nonstick. We're gonna see. Should probably let it cool a little longer, but I'm hungry. I don't know about you. Also, if you've got muffin tins, you can make this into muffins. It doesn't have to be banana bread. Come on. Probably should have oiled it and floured it. Also a good plan. Ta-da! We lost a little bit on the inside. It's gonna be fine. Watch this. This is probably why you should let things cool before you take them out of the oven, before you take them out of the pan. Here we go. See, look, it's perfect. Like nothing ever happened. See, you flip it over. Ta-da! No one knows the difference. It's perfect. Yeah, a little sticky on the inside, but I guess we should probably do a taste test to test these recipes from the 80s. It's really hot still. I should really let it cool. It's really, but look at that. Oh, it smells delicious. I don't want to wait. I don't know about you. I've got some butter here. I don't know if you know, but I kind of have a thing for butter. Should I try it by itself? Probably. Am I gonna try it with butter instead? Yes. Oops. Counter's clean, don't worry. Here we go. I think I would prefer it without coconut, which is weird for me to say. I usually love coconut, but I think, let's see, try a bite with the cherry. Let's see. Ooh, ooh, Wow. She's hot, but she's good. It's a win, I think. Thank you, ladies from 1983. Please like and subscribe below and leave any comments that you have about your own version. You tried at home, let me know. Thank you, bye-bye.